Welcome. It is talk about the anti-aging here and my personal interest anti-aging came a long time. It's just to stopping the aging here. What is so disgusting with the aging here? And the reality is aging is undesirable here. And the reason what makes aging undesirable is that all the effort of your life will eventually come an end here. And rather sooner, especially with aging here. You can live nice life long time, but eventually the degeneration when the cells just cannot replicate anymore, and when the cell lines and the human body physiology will become. So that's the lose of the aging here. That's the lose of the aging what has here. That inspired me to be a first fucking person in whole human history who really want to defeat aging here. A lot of people wanted to defeat aging here. The question is, did they have the capability to do anything about it here? And will they ever did actually able to do it here? Through the generations, to the time the humans have become more longevity here, it increased the lifespans. Okay, so people are living longer lives, but the telomeres, the senescence, has become a more and more inevitable, the bigger constraint the human lifespan here. The aging process has become such an incredibly prominent factor of the all human mortality and all the suffering in general here, especially here. But it's not only cause of the suffering. There's a suffering of the cultural, lack of the friendship, psychological, and other aspect here. But nevertheless, the aging is maybe the number one of the health concern on this current situation here. It's more than ever has been here. The prominent, the aging really is the number one health concern cause for me and for probably the humanity here. So that's why the aging gets more funding interest than any other cause. I don't care some Down syndrome because it has zero influence to a person like me here. If I will never have a children, and if I was not born with Down syndrome, it does mean nothing here. So Down syndrome, it is fully preventable here by the genetic screening. So there is no reason to be spend any effort to researching. When it comes to cancer research, it's always useful some level here, and it's like keep it coming on. When it comes to HIV research, this is the most fundamental research of the future, or starting from now on. Not a single other aspect is as important here than HIV research here, but a lot of the things can be contributed to HIV research, such as computing, such as nano, micro scopical, nanoscale, the study of the nanoscale structures and chemistry and physics. Of course, any biochemistry, molecular chemistry, molecular sciences, all are super important when it comes to aging here, contributing to improvising, to chance of succeeding to defeat aging here. What other sciences are important in that aspect here? So, alas, all of these are the really key sciences to study, research, understanding, and the putting a lot of effort there. It's all about in the end of the day effort. Are we gonna, or am I gonna, or humanity is like a we? Are we humans like we? I'm like a philosophical person here, but as a me versus others, or are we all the same common humanity here? End of the day, as an individual, it's more about the individual, far more interested in the anti-aging than the humanity. Humanity is not individualistic here, and dying some people there and there doesn't really matter much humanity here. But nevertheless, as an individual interest more than humanity interested here. For governments or societies, the aging hasn't been really that big deal here. It's just a normal, natural reality here, and they don't really care much on government societies here. Whole human history cases, they were like, well, it's a natural, the individual die, so on. But the reality is that the individual is the creator of that society here. And more longer the individual can live alive here, more longevity that society and government actually have, because the individual is more fixed than itself, the species. Species can always born and die and evolve here. And the more there's evolution, less there is tradition here, because it's more of a new thing here, what didn't exist before here. So tradition will die individuals. The languages will die individual. The knowledge will die in individual. A lot of the things will die individual, okay? And the individual, when he's passed away, there's nothing left. It's all different here. The knowledge is gone, all things gone here. A lot of things are gone here. So therefore, individual is not only carry of individuality, but he's carry of whole his reality, what he's exist, his habits, his things here. And that is kind of thing here, okay? So like when all those individuals die here, there's nothing left, those all habits, okay? So they all disappear onto the earth here. And what is left is some new cycle of the new generations, okay? So coming and coming here. So the governments, why they haven't been interested? Well, I don't know. I'm not the government, I'm not a society, I'm not a part of the interest. It's just that they do operate that kind of a individual interest here. Anyways, when it comes to aging process here, the first thing is desire, and then is action here. First, you desire to live forever or as long as possible, and the second, come action here. Well, what it makes you live as long as possible here? Instead of focusing about the forever, which is kind of impossible thing maybe here, but look about the how do you keep your individual self alive as long as possible here. My interest was stopping senescence, okay? So because senescence is kind of like terrible thing in my opinion. The same thing is entropy and senescence. Entropy is kind of like entropy of the energy resistivity here to keeping things existing and able to perform a work, energy transfer. The second thing is, of course, aging here. How the aging and entropy are same thing here, or how the aging come from entropy here. Because after all, the physics of the universe is the foundation why humans live. The energy of the smallest scale of the physical material energy here is in here. How the material come from energy, or what is the smaller levels of the case in there. It's like the whole universe is entropic. The aging is part of that entropic reality of the universe here. Imagine the aging is this part of the here. If I tell that human life is based of the entropy increase of energy here. So the life is very competitive here. Maximize the entropy here, motion here. Who knows what's the purpose of life here? I'm here interested here in individual longevity existing here. So the point here is kind of live as long as possible. It's have no time scale here. There's no like end point. It's like as long as possible. So the people are not really focused of defeating the aging, the senescence. When the senescence is kind of like limiting factor, limiting T and limiting N. The factor would stop them existing. They will die. Any kind of a cause is caused by aging here. Eventually here, when the cells stop replicating, when the cells, the physiological bodies, the organs will fail, and the person will die. The question is, how to stop aging? Who's gonna have it here? Am I gonna succeed? Am I gonna die? Am I gonna die in aging? Am I gonna do something else? Well, the future will show what's true here. But I am